Yes, welcome to our tea talk. You are a special guest because you are the organizer of the fair. You are the first experience for me because I am talking with participants, but you are the first. I am expecting beautiful things about fair or your policy. Yes, first of all, I want to hear your impression about fair.
Yeah.
First day, and we are in second day now.
Yeah. So first of all, I have to stress that I'm only co-organizer of this show because we are organizing this show jointly in the joint venture with Mr. Altun and Eco MMI, our partner here in Turkey, in Istanbul. And I'm very impressed about what I've seen today, and I'm very happy about this because you can imagine we are coming from a long time of not having the possibility to have shows due to the COVID situation, and it's one of our first shows in Munich and abroad that we can organize now with logitrans here in Istanbul, and that makes us all very happy.
What do you think about the function or roles of the fairs in to grow business? You are experienced professional in this field.
Yes, actually we were a little bit scared, not only a little bit, we were really scared about what happens to trade show industry after the COVID pandemic has ended. Will it be the same as before? Will our customers find other possibilities to make their marketing and their sales? We organized, for example, digital events during the pandemic to not losing the contact to our customers and to give customers other possibilities to get in touch with their customers. But in the end, we experienced that trade shows as we knew them before the pandemic will also be the same after the pandemic.
Yeah.
Because finding business contacts is obviously nothing you do on the internet. Via a screen. It's a very personal issue. And therefore, we are now very happy to see after 1.5 years of pandemic that exhibitors and especially visitors come back to the shows and not stay sitting at the screen. They want to see each other personally.
Everybody was very tired sitting in front of the screens.
Yes, absolutely. But this was not sure for us 1 year ago. We thought that maybe we have to reorganize our shows to more digital events. We are doing it. We will add digital moments to the shows, but the center of the trade show of the future will still be the presence in the venue and on the booth. And this is, I think, good news for the trade show industry, but also for our customers.
Yes, nice to hear those positive imaginations because everybody needs to hear such things.
Absolutely.
And it should be important to hear from you such kind of beautiful things.
And we hear it from our customers, from the exhibitors in particular, from the associations. We hear it from every customer, and this makes us very sure that we can be very confident also with our shows for the future in Munich, but also in countries like Turkey.
Thank you. You are living in Germany, and Germany is a front runner for Green Europe. I want to hear your personal or institutional thoughts about Green Europe and in frame of the green logistics. Do you have something special about this? Do you want to say?
Well, you asked me for my personal opinion. Yes, and my personal opinion is that we have to take climate change very seriously for us, but even more for our children and grandchildren. And we all know that transport and logistics plays a very important role today in the consumption of carbon dioxide, you call it, and therefore, like industry, like housing, also the transport sector has to do its homework. Yeah, and yes, I think that Europe, together with Turkey, is very important to be a trendsetter in finding models how to make transport and logistics cleaner. And I'm deeply convinced that the market that finds the clean solutions for the future will also be the market who makes most profits out of this development. So if we as Europeans manage to find the future systems for the future, we will also gain the profits.
Organizing a trade fair or trade show, as you said, is like a logistic business, because there are so many activities to organize such a big organization. I want to learn your personal or institutional impression, because you made two versions, virtual atmosphere and physical atmosphere trade show. How to combine with two experience more in the future?
Yeah.
My question is clear. Okay.
It's clear. In the future, we will meet in the trade show halls as we did before. But we have the possibility to bring our content virtually to the many people who are do not have the possibility to come to our trade shows. If you have a forum, for example, you will always have people listening to the forum in the venue, like we had it today here in Istanbul. But it's not difficult to have a camera and having this forum also then transferred to all over the world, to people to China, to Australia, to South America.
Yes, regardless where they are. Yes.
Yeah. So the reach of the trade show can therefore even be made more bigger, and this is our strategic for the future.
Because before the pandemic, trade shows was not ready to such kind of difficult conditions, but you are ready for any such kind of difficult times in the future.
Yes.
You are more experienced, as I said.
Actually, we made a crash course in digitalization, yeah, because we had to. Yeah, I remember last year in autumn when we, from almost 1 month to the other, we had to cancel such a big show like Electronica. We could not have Electronica. It's the world-leading show for electronics components. For example, we could not have it in November last year in Munich. So we had to organize in very fast time a digital version of Electronica. And this was, yes, to say, it was interesting, but it was effort, absolutely. But let me add one thing, because in the first question you asked about environmental issues, and there can be asked the question: is traveling to a trade show, is this environmentally okay in these times? But if we see that for business the personal contact between people is very, very important and keeps very important, it is our task to make this contact, this personal contact, as efficient as possible. And if you imagine that every customer is, or every exhibitor is traveling to its customer to a bilateral meeting, you can imagine how many flights and how much transport of persons is necessary. And at trade shows, for example, yearly trade shows or biannual trade shows, you have the possibility to meet, in one place all together. How much travels you make not necessary, and this is maybe something we have to communicate even more. This efficiency of contacts and of transport.
Yes, finally, do you have any specific message as a trade show perspective to participant companies or people? Can you say something about for future to promote their participation in such trade shows?
Yeah. As we also see now at logitrans, the last logitrans took place in 2019 with around 150 exhibitors, and this time we had around 120. So we lost some exhibitors over the pandemic. That's the true in all trade shows. Yes.
Yeah.
But the visitors came, and what I heard, not only here but also in other trade shows in Germany, that the exhibitors not taking place were a little bit sorry about not joining. Yeah. And I want to tell those exhibitors who did not come this time, please come back next time, and we will continue growing logitrans and the other shows again. I think that we will very soon come back to very good and successful trade shows.
Yes, good news for us. Thank you. We are hoping new exhibitors, new volumes, because trade fairs very important role in all conditions, not in pandemic or in normal times. We hope a good news always. Thank you so much for joining us. You are not guest, you are
partner.
Yes.
Let's say partner. Yes.
Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you. And
see you next
hope
time.
the best next year again here in Istanbul. Yeah.